If you're looking for a compact concealed carry option, then the Ruger LCP 380 is for you. So a little overview of the Ruger LCP. It's compact and very lightweight, sitting in at about 9.4 ounces. When you're carrying this, you're almost not even gonna feel like it's there. Like I said in the beginning of this video, right here in my Carhartt, it kind of just fits right in this little jacket here. Now for me, I usually carry something a lot bigger. I carry a 9mm SIG P365, and it's kind of hard to find the right place to put it. I've gone through the MTAC tactical sling bag, which if you want to see a review on that video, I'll put it down in the description below. But overall, it still feels a little bit too big, especially when I want to wear it on the body, which has made me go towards the bag kind of option, just to feel more comfortable in my day-to-day life, and overall just all such and forth. But with this option, you literally can just have it right in your front pocket, right on your chest, ready to go whenever. Obviously, the draw is going to be a little bit slower than if you had it on your body, but just overall for comfort and for ease, this is a great option. Now, the Ruger LCP has a 6+1 carrying capacity, so we can have 6 in the mag and 1 in the chamber. The barrel is about 2.75 inches. It's incredibly tiny. Like if you can see here, just of my hand, right? Now, if you have a bigger hand, you know, this is gonna be something to get used to, right? But overall, it's just a sweet looking little thing. Another great thing about this is it comes in a variety of colors, right? So the version that I have right now is this coyote brown. You can also get it in a black stealth version, which looks very sleek. It really depends on which color you'd like to go with. I'm very happy that Quindustry Firearms sent over this one, because if you've seen from my other videos, I really do like the coyote brown, the sand, brown kind of look. So one of the things that I would highly recommend with this is that this is very suitable for those that have, weaker wrists. So when you start getting up in higher and higher calibers, you'll have more weight overall to the gun that will reduce the overall recoil. This thing is incredibly snappy, which we'll get into a little bit when we do a little bit of a shooting range demonstration, right? But overall with this, if you have a little bit of weaker wrists, or let's say you've gone through an injury, I broke my arm a long time ago and I have 2 plates in it. And if that were still affecting me and I had a little bit harder of a time, this draw is incredibly easy. It's almost nothing. When I first got this in the box, when it was sent over, I had 2 fingers and just pulled it back. There's a little bit more of a wear and tear and grease and grime into it now, since I've shot it a couple times. But it's overall it's good. Now you have to, keep in mind when you're shooting it, you're gonna get a little bit more of that snap going back with it because it's such a light gun. But overall, compared to other pistols, it's much easier to rack. You have a way easier time just pulling it back, getting into that position, right? In this video, we're not gonna go over, one in the chamber, but if there's a situation where you saw a threat or you needed to be prepared for a situation, it'd be very easy to take this out of your coat pocket, nice little quick in, and you're good to go. So to go over again, the benefits of this Ruger LCP is the portability, right? It's ideal for light carrying scenarios, and it's comfortable, incredibly comfortable to carry, just due how lightweight it is. You can put it in here. Obviously recommend putting this into a holster if you're going to be putting this in your pockets, anywhere on phone, but it can just fit right in there and it's completely gone. No one's gonna have any idea, when you're going into those situations of concealed carry, if you do carry concealed and you're going around just for that extra protection that we all like to do. Another situation on this that I've seen from a lot of the reviews is that it's incredibly easy to maintain. It's very easy to pull apart. A lot of the screws and the springs in it are a lot smaller, so you can easily pull this apart, oil it up, clean anything if it gets dirty, and you'll be able to just keep rolling. A lot of situations where I've seen with some gun owners and other products in life is the harder it is to maintain, the least likely you're going to maintain it. Now, if you're going to be owning a firearm, you should maintain it, you should clean it. However, for this, it makes it very easy and not a chore to be able to clean this gun, make sure it's running right, so that when you do end up in that situation, not saying you will end up in that situation, but if the day does happen, you will be prepared and ready to go. All right, just so you can see as a comparison, up top, we have the SIG P365, which is what I carry on a day-to-day basis. It feels comfortable, it feels good for my hands, but then below we have the Ruger. You can overall see just the overall difference in size, right? Like, this mag is almost the exact same size as this Ruger. Or if we take that little 380 ACP mag and put it up right next to it. So again, with this, you're gonna have a lot better recoil control compared to this, but this is gonna be a lot heavier. You're gonna feel it way more when you're carrying it around. This one's gonna go way more sleek and way less undetected for you and for everybody else. Now with any review, we gotta talk about the drawbacks, right? Now with this being such a lighter weapon, when you shoot it, you're gonna have a lot of kick with it. Like I said, we'll take a look at that in a moment. But when you're shooting this, it's going to snap on you, which makes it very hard to aim. I've had a lot of trouble aiming with this. That's why I've taken a lot of time to shoot at it, and hopefully my words will speak some truth when we get out to the range over there. But that's one of the big things. You gotta remember, the more weight that you have on your firearm, the less recoil you're gonna have. And then another thing for this is that if you got big hands, I don't necessarily have big hands. This feels very comfortable for me, but when you're reaching into this, right, like your hand is gonna engulf this entire weapon. So you wanna keep that in mind, right? In the likelihood of a situation, right, the majority of situations come where someone's running at you, you need to pull this thing out, and you need to be able to protect yourself in that situation. Are you going to be shooting long distances to be able to take out a target? No. But if someone comes up to you with a knife and they're up in your business, this will be a very great option to be able to protect yourself in that crisis moment. And for the main drawback about that snappiness and everything, you just need to practice with it. With the two hands, you can control the recoil a lot. You just need to be able to practice it. You need to go to the range, and you should be doing this overall for any gun that you have. You should pick the place you need to go to, whether it be a firing range, private property, and you need to take the time because it's important to put the time in so that when the situation strikes, you are able to defend yourself. All right, we're now gonna go step over there and take some shots at some targets. I'd like to thank High Wild for sending us the discount code to be able to buy some of these targets so that we can continue practicing and making sure that we are responsible and safe and getting better with our firearms. All right, so we got 6 in the mag. We don't have the 1 in there. We're gonna take it out on the High Wild target that we have here. Got a little slow-mo going, and we're gonna see how it goes. I'm about 10 feet away-ish, which would probably be the normal situation that you encounter while using this. We're gonna take some shots, and then we'll talk about it after. We missed a couple, but still fun. All right, so we missed a couple of them, right? I'm not perfect, but from 10 yards away, we were able to put 4 on the target out of the 6 for both of the bags that we shot. So I feel confident with it. Overall, you just gotta practice, This thing is definitely not from everybody, but for the right person, this is great. If you're wearing suits, you just really want to feel undetected and not have anything in that waistband, this thing is perfect for you. So overall, for me, the biggest drawback is just the recoil. When I was shooting it, a bullet did jam. It's also very cold outside, if you could tell from, my breath and everything that was going on. But it did jam, not a big deal, guns jam. But it did jam on the second shot. But we can't let that be the be-all, say-all, distinction and review of this gun. I like it. I like the color. I like the build of it. I like the way it feels in my hand. I like the way I can put it anywhere and can go completely undetected. So overall, pretty good. I think I would want to go a little bit higher up. I think this gun would be perfect for any type of female or any type of guy that wants to just barely feel that they're having this thing on them, but they know that they have it on them for safety. You're not taking wild shots with them. You're not shooting across, fields or anything. But if someone comes up to you and you need to act fast, this would be perfect. I want to thank you so much for clicking on the video. If you can, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button and comment down below if there's any guns, products, or any type of videos you would like to see. This has been Jared Zedkowski with Zad Shoots. I hope you have a wonderful and a phenomenal day.